Hello friends, my name is profmsrao. I have authored 53 books, including the award-winning book titled See the Light in You, for which the Nobel laureate, His Holiness Dalai Lama, has written a foreword. I have 43 years of diversified experience, including in Air Force, business, teaching, and training. Uh, uh, Now I am going out to enjoy the nature, and I will share with you certain aspects about life and leadership in this video. I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. So this is a house where my younger son Ramakrishna Sai lives. I'm in Seattle right now. I'm enjoying the ambience of Seattle, and this is the place in and around the home where my younger son Ramakrishna Sai lives. Today is Sunday, so people are going out to enjoy. I hope there will be a lot of hectic activity because today is Sunday. So I am going with my wife, and we are enjoying the walk. I'm a surveyor of brain stroke in the year 2021. I survived because of my positive psychology. I have a severe chronic back pain since 2007 because of my continuous sitting and writing. And it's weather is very cold, and currently we are into fall season. We are entering into winter season. I think by end of December we will be entering to winter, so there will be a snow. Now today I feel it's much colder than what it was yesterday. It's very cold. Okay, so as I said, I'm a surveyor of brain stroke in the year 2021. I love sharing stories. I create stories and share them to make a difference and impact humankind. That's my job, that's my role, that's my ambition, and that's my lifetime philosophy. So in this video I'll share with you a couple of aspects of life and leadership. First, let me start with my profile clearly. I authored 53 books, including the award-winning book titled See the Light in You, for which the Nobel laureate, His Holiness Dalai Lama, has written a foreword. I have 43 years of diversified experience, including in Air Force, business, teaching, and training. I'm a late bloomer, dyslexic, ADHD, OCD. Added to that, the brain stroke worsened my health in the year 2021. I don't get any pension. I don't have any regular income. I don't have two-wheeler. I don't have four-wheeler. I'm 61 years old, and I was born into a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment. Despite all these challenges, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix. So be positive, never ever give up. Everything happens for a reason, all that happens for good. So be positive, and I am positive by nature, and my blood group is B positive, right? So I have introduced myself, and now I'll briefly talk about Seattle. Seattle is a beautiful city. Yeah, you can see mountains with the sky, snow. It's a mountain area. People are walking with a dog. They are enjoying their lives. People are walking with the dog. So people are very happy, and you will see lots of viewpoints now because today is a Sunday. So people are enjoying weekends. Sometimes they do lots of activities. They follow their passions. Now I am going out. Hopefully I will find certain great things. Now you can see too, both are cycling. Good, eh? As I said, today is Sunday in Seattle. So let me see some unique things in Seattle. Yeah, this Seattle and Bellevue are closely connected, and Seattle and Bellevue are just like twin cities of Telangana. They are Secunderabad and Hyderabad, and life is very beautiful here, and people are very amicable and adjustable, and they embrace diversity, and they emphasize LGBT. There is a lot of freedom here, but it is subject to rules and regulations. Now we are into fall season. I think for the last 3 months we are into fall season, and we are approaching to winter, December. Now here it is December 1st in USA. So by end of December you will find snow. Right now I feel very cold. It's very difficult, but still I am walking. When I walk, what happens? I can get relief from my back pain, and also I build energy. I build my energy levels. I improve my energy levels. And Seattle is noted for entrepreneurship. Lots of entrepreneurs, they are doing good, like Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, various other entrepreneurs are living in Seattle. Some companies like Boeing, Amazon, Microsoft, Starbucks, Northstorm, Costco, they are doing good. Of course, currently Boeing has some challenges. You can hear the sounds of Alaska. I think there are 2 airports in Seattle, so you hear the sounds of aircraft, and so the place where we are living is very close by, so we hear the sounds of aircrafts. So Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates started companies, and they have become successful, and Seattle thrives with entrepreneurship, And when you become an entrepreneur, you not only get money, you also get you provide employment opportunities, you add value. So there are lots of advantages of being an entrepreneur, but entrepreneurship is not an easy thing. It's a very challenging one, but you must try once or many. It depends upon your risk taking capacity. So I advise everyone to take a risk. Not to take a risk is also a risk. This is Seattle supermarket. This is the junction where I walk daily, and we can shop groceries, vegetables, fruits, seafood, everything we can get here. This is the center, and this is Seattle supermarket. Foley, then MC Foods, seafood, so all those things you get. This is the junction. So right now I'm standing here at the junction to get the clearance. Once I get the clearance, then I'll start walking and I'll share my story. Because today is Sunday, I'm expecting some unique things. Let me see. People, they do lots of things here. So now, yes, we got the clearance to walk. Yeah, here. Okay. So entrepreneurship is not an easy thing. It's a very challenging one. Entrepreneurship is for brave-hearted, not for faint-hearted, and it involves lots of challenges and opportunities. And many entrepreneurs fail. Very few succeed. The people who are passionate about entrepreneurship and those who are willing to take risk, and they can explore entrepreneurship, and it's not easy. The failure rate is higher among entrepreneurs, but still entrepreneurs who work very hard and they change their strategies time to time and align the things, and so that they can achieve their goals. So entrepreneurship is easier said than done. Entrepreneurship is for brave-hearted, not for faint-hearted, and you must explore entrepreneurship. I wanted to become an entrepreneur. Things didn't work out. There was no support for me, so I left. Then in the year 2007 I became a faculty member. So that is a different aspect. So I introduced myself, then I talked about Seattle story. Now I'm moving forward to talk various aspects, because I walk and talk. So in this way what happens, I'm getting energized, and I'm getting relief from my back pain, and I also share my knowledge. And when I speak something, some of the ideas resonates with the listeners and viewers, and they get connected and they get inspired. So that is the reason why I keep doing it. I'm passionate about acquiring knowledge and sharing my knowledge. Despite having health challenges, I'm sharing my knowledge, because life on this beautiful planet is very much limited. So we must know how to utilize our precious life on this beautiful planet. So I create stories and share them to impact humankind. If some of my stories resonates, that serves my purpose. I have 4 blogs and 3 YouTube channels, and I am holding my smartphone with my left hand, and it's very painful and stressful to hold my smartphone with my left hand, and I can't shift my smartphone from left hand to right hand as my right hand has been paralyzed. My right shoulder, right hand is numb. There is no sense, so I can't type with my right hand, and I can't eat my right hand. So lots of challenges. Of course, that's again different. So I request you to empathize with me. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and I am only uploading raw videos because I am not a tech savvy. So I am uploading only raw videos so that people love those who love my stories, those who get inspired with my knowledge, wisdom. So I'll be very happy. So that's why I'm doing. I'm living with a purpose. I'm living with a cause. So I will do something big to impact humankind. So I'm very positive. So now I will talk various aspects. Now I will briefly talk about Mac's method. A week ago, an idea flashed on my mind to write my philosophy, create my philosophy and write my philosophy. So that idea flashed on my mind 1 week ago. Then I wrote the triggers, opened the document, and I started doing research, and I created multiple documents and put them into one folder. A journey of thousands miles starts with the first step. So I started, and I am very curious and creative by nature. I am an author and researcher, and I create models, I create frameworks, I create methods and rules. Lots of things I do it despite having financial challenges, health challenges. So I am doing. So first let me talk about Mac's method. This is a method. So as I said, I talk about methods, principles, frameworks, rules, perspectives, philosophy, so all those things. So today I would like to talk about Mac's method, and I published a research paper, I think more than a decade, titled Exploring Mac's Method, which is about teaching and training, and this talks about education, learning, and asking questions, then again exploring. So because I am a professor, so I taught for students. So then I had an idea. Then I created Mac's method. That's how the journey with Mac's method has started. And Emerald Journal has published my research paper, and I also published some articles related to Mac's method. This is about teaching and training. It is about engaging students, asking questions, and again provoking them think through. It emphasizes critical thinking. It emphasizes methodology, frameworks, and it emphasizes body language. So these are all the things I mentioned and created a research paper and published more than a decade ago. It's briefly about this Mac's method. Is simply provoke the students, asking them, provoking them to get think, provoking them to think. Then again I ask questions, then again they respond, then I add value, then I synthesize, then I share with the students, and it involves the body language of the students by gauging, because there are different learners. Some are below average, some are average, some are smart learners, because we can't stick to any one particular methodology, because students are unique. They have their own mindset, tool set and skill set. So all those things I mentioned and published a research paper titled Exploring Maca's Method, which is related to teaching and training. So this is about Maca's method. So I want to upload a video. I think I also uploaded a video, very long back. I don't recall after the brainstorm. So I am struggling to connect the dots. So hopefully today or tomorrow I'll upload a video on Maca's method. It talks about educational learning, philosophy, and it's an updated version, and I keep updating myself. It emphasizes on continuous learning. It emphasizes learning, unlearning, and relearning. So all those things I would like to talk, and I'll upload a video either today or tomorrow. So it's not clear, but definitely I'll upload a video and share with your networks. So this is about Maca's method. Then what happened? Just a moment. This is the van. That man is a van dweller. I interviewed him yesterday. Yesterday I introduced a guy. He's a veteran, military veteran, and he's a van dweller. And I talked with him, then uploaded a video of that dweller. He's single and is 70, and he lives near the military hospital here. Yeah, and he goes. He lives in a van, and he's single, and he doesn't have any children, and he has his own everything. He has got 3 small dogs. So life is different. Life is amazing. People have different priorities, their requirements. Hi. So now I talked briefly about Maca's method. I introduced myself, then I talked about Seattle story with the entrepreneurship. Then I briefly talked about Maca's method. It's based on my research paper. Now I am going to talk about philosophy. So a week ago, an idea flashed on my mind to write my own philosophy. Then when I googled Professor M.S. Rao's philosophy, then I was so excited that my name appeared at the first page on the Google, and it says Professor M.S. Rao's philosophy is to emphasize education first, health first, education second, and wealth third. And Professor M.S. Rao harnesses technology and mindfulness. So that is the result I got from search engine. Then I was very much excited. Then I kept moving. Yes, let me work on that. Then I started creating my own philosophy. And then again, when I searched on the Google Professor M.S. Rao's leadership philosophy, then my article was published very long back. Then I got some more interest. That means lots of material is there online about me. Only thing I am not exploring. I'm only adding value every day and I'm not taking feedback. So I felt like that. And the basic problem was that I had a brain stroke and I forgot certain things after brain stroke. So for 1 year I struggled a lot to connect the dots in the year 2021. And still I struggle to connect the dots after the brain stroke. Okay, fine. I'm better than what I'm better than what I was more than 3 years. It's more than 3.5 years. I'm having health challenges. I'm struggling to recover. I would have been dead after the brain stroke, but I survived because of my positive psychology and the power of subconscious mind. And I survived. The good news is that I survived. Otherwise, I would have been dead. So, okay, let me talk about my philosophy. So then I created the first document, triggers, then ideas, then hashtags. Then I started creating my own quotes and philosophical quotes. Then again I searched the best, the philosopher I admire is Socrates. Then again when I googled, already I talked about Socrates in my educational institutions, 3 filter test, positive attitude, negative attitude, all these things I shared with my students. So everything I compiled and created further documents and put them into one folder. So as I said, a journey of thousands miles starts with the first step. So I always take first step because I take a lot of initiative. I'm curious and creative. I'm an author and researcher, and I take things very seriously, and I write down the things. I still have diaries which I have written very long back, since my childhood. I didn't know that it was a deliberate. It was not deliberate, but I was just writing. So when you write, what happens? You take the things forward. So when you write, that means you have perseverance. And when some of the leaders, they write down, like if you look at Richard Branson, he writes. Even I also write regularly. Now for the last 3.5 years I am not able to type with my right hand. I am not able to write with my right hand. Hopefully I'll overcome my health challenges and I'll be able to write. But usually I write. When you write, that means you persist a lot. And a short pencil is better than a long memory. So you should write down. That's better. That's what I am doing. So I am trying to integrate my philosophy, that is core values. So first I found out my core values. That means my core value is virtue, authenticity, positivity, and various other aspects. So the basic thing was that attitude, personality, and behavior, those things I integrate with virtue. And still I am doing research, and service is the hallmark of my personality because I served in the Indian Air Force. So various aspects I would like to integrate and create my own philosophy. That is Professor M.S. Rao's philosophy. It takes much time, maybe 10-20 years. I don't know how long I will live, but I started my journey. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. I took the first initiative and I started impacting the people. I am already impacting, but I am trying to impact from the philosophical perspective. So I'll integrate about Socrates because I admire Socrates, and I often referred about Socrates, 3 filter test, various other things, and still I will continue, and the process is on, and the research is going on. This is how I thought about philosophy, and I donned multiple hats as a philosopher now. Earlier I was a thinker, and I'm an influencer, I'm a teacher, trainer, author, researcher. So lots of things I do. We'll go around and come. So this is what we are doing, and I started about my philosophy. So let me briefly about my life. Oh, it's very cold. Just hold it. It's very cold. Hold it. So I am creating friction so that I can generate heat. It's very cold, and it is going to be colder. So luckily my wife is with me, so I have given my smartphone to my wife. So I will create friction and heat. Then I will start my next topic. Yeah. So I'll briefly talk about my life, and I was born on October 31st, 1963 in a tiny village, and I was born in a toxic family in India. So my childhood was very chaotic, very challenging, and I could not enjoy my childhood because of the toxic background. And my father was alcoholic, and he was not organized properly, and my father was a litigant, and then again my mother is a disaster, very 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 problematic woman, and I was cursed with toxic siblings, and for 18 years I was at my home with my parents. Luckily I joined Indian Air Force and came out of my toxic family, and I am what I am because of Indian Air Force. And after I came out of the toxic family, then I developed a positive attitude, and I grew as a leader. So at the age of 18 I discontinued my degree. 18 or 19 I discontinued my degree. Then again I continued my education. So I joined Indian Air Force on February 4th, 1982 in Hyderabad. Then 5th February 1982 I went to Tambaram Air Force Station. I took training. Initially I had a cultural shock. I was not able to adjust, but I loved wearing uniform, and then it was very challenging. Then somehow I got adjusted, and I started loving Indian Air Force. So everywhere, people resist change, but the only thing what you have to do, you have to change with the changing times and technologies. So then luckily I adapted quickly and grew as a healthy citizen, and came out of toxic family. So I was very happy. Then after I joined Indian Air Force, I sent money to my parents every month and supported them. and I gave money for purchasing gold. Then I gave money for constructing the home. Unfortunately, my siblings backstabbed and they have taken away my money. And further, I had further challenges because of these rogue siblings. Very challenging life. Then again, what happened after I served in the Indian Air Force for 12 years. Then my father-in-law invited me to join for a business, and unfortunately my father-in-law and brother-in-law backstabbed and betrayed, and I landed in further problems. That's the second setback. Then I had a brain stroke in the year 2021. That was one more setback. So my life is full of setbacks and failures. I could not enjoy my life, except that I traveled in the Indian Air Force and enjoyed my life. So you can hear the sound Delta aircraft. As I said, there are two airports in Seattle. This you often hear the sounds of aircraft. This is a Delta aircraft. Okay. Then I served in the Indian Air Force for 12 years. Then I left. Then I went to business, and it didn't work out. Then I became a faculty member in the year 2007, and at that time education helped me overcome my financial challenges. And by that time I had 6 qualifications, all through private education. Then my education helped me to become a faculty member. Then in the year 2011 I got my Ph.D. in soft skills. So this is briefly about my life. 2010 I became an author, and I published 53 books. 60 books I wrote, and 53 I have published. 7 books are still pending, and I have to do because of the health challenges. So you can see excellent viewpoint, snow you can find, and Seattle is very beautiful. I don't know how to express in words. It's very, very beautiful, amazing city, and people are amicable and adjustable. You can see the sky, snow from the long distance, mountain areas. It's very beautiful, and you can see this medical center, Jefferson Park. Then you can see the viewpoint of Space Needle, skyscraper, then beaches and houses. Excellent viewpoint. So I'll walk forward and I'll explain. Okay. So this is briefly about my life, and so I'll what I'm trying to do is that I want to, having published 53 books, I would like to write a book tentatively titled Survivor. So this book I will write once I am back to the feet. Once I overcome my health challenges completely, then I'll publish a book tentatively titled Survivor. This book talks about my brain stroke, my health challenges, betrayals, and rogue siblings, and my resilience, and I will share them through storytelling. Various aspects I would mention in this book. Hopefully God gives me strength and great health, and I'll be able to write my book and complete my book, which is a memoir. I published 53 books. All are of different genre. I never stick to one particular genre. Usually people stick to one genre, but I don't stick to one genre. Maybe because I don't stick to one genre, and secondly, and I don't have any guide, I don't have any coach, I don't have any mentor. So whatever came to me, I just explored. Books are my best friends. So I published books of different genre. My books are about teaching, training, diversity, and my books are about mindfulness. I published books on executive coaching. Now I want to write my own memoir. So I don't stick to any particular genre because I am very curious and creative. And second thing is that uh, uh, I don't have any guide, I don't have mentor, I don't have any coach, and I learned everything of my own from my books. So that's about the book. So I'll briefly explain about my journey in the Indian Air Force. I joined Indian Air Force in the year 2000, February. When I was 18, I joined Indian Air Force and I discontinued my degree. Then again I continued my degree through by paying condonation fee. Usually degree takes 3 years, but for me it took more than 4 years, I think. And I took tuitions and got my degree. So when I joined Indian Air Force, I discontinued my degree. Then acquired a couple of qualifications in the Indian Air Force. The qualifications are about the qualifications are DME from Aeronautical Engineering from Indian Air Force, then the BSc from Andhra University, that is science background. Then I got my MA from Ajmer University in sociology. I got my DCLL, which I did through night college from Jodhpur University. And I got MBA from correspondence course. Then I got my Ph.D. BM from Ministry of Defence. So total 6 qualifications and in the Indian Air Force. People think that I acquired my qualifications through regular education, but the fact is that I acquired all these qualifications through private education. People think I got my qualifications from Harvard, Kellogg's, Cambridge, but the fact is that I dropped out in degree, then again continued. So then again I started with the Telugu medium, not English medium, and I'm a late bloomer, that's one more problem, but I'm very curious and creative. Then I acquired 6 qualifications from the Indian Air Force, and I visited far distant places to acquire knowledge in the Indian Air Force because I was in the military units here and there. So it's very challenging for me to go to get material. Then I used to prepare notes, then acquired qualifications. So let me take a moment. This place, Space Needle, excellent viewpoint. You can see buildings and T-Mobile Park you can see, and port, containers, and you can see mountains with snow because now we are approaching winter and it's getting colder, and I don't know whether I have to stop walking, I don't know, but maybe after a week I will decide whether I should go for a walk or not, because there will be snow within a month. So So friends, if you like this viewpoint, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Who knows uh, who likes I don't know who likes my videos. Some people who like, they can like and subscribe to my videos, and so I request you to consider subscribing to my uh, each channels and blogs. And you can see the cruise also. Yeah, okay, fine. Now it's cruise ship. Fine. So now I'll walk. Then again, it's very shivery. So I'm getting. It's very cold now. So I'll walk fast and I'll hand over my smartphone to my wife, because I'm walking with my wife today. So I'll shift my mobile from left hand to right hand and create some friction and heat. Then again I'll resume storytelling. So I visited far distant places in the Indian Air Force to acquire my qualifications. I'm very passionate about educational learning, and I am a product of my experience, challenges, opportunities, threats, various things. I'm a product of what I am. I'm a product of my contributions. So just a moment. So some people, they are really just a moment. Padma, just a moment. It's very cold, so I had to create heat. So people are scrolling the smartphones everywhere. They are walking and talking. Here I found a guy scrolling and enjoying the walk. Just a moment, huh? Just 1 minute. This is one more place where people sit out. Okay, just a it's literally frozen, so I have to wear gloves. Gloves also, it's problematic because I don't have sense with my right shoulder. It's very numb, my right shoulder. Left hand is okay, right hand is problematic. Yeah, again I'll start. This is the place where people sit. This is the point. So now I'm walking forward to see the park. If any children are there, I'll watch them, and we can learn a lot from children also, because children ask so many questions. That's good, because they are not programmed as such. So what happens, they keep asking questions. That's good. When they ask questions, sometimes parents don't like, but we have to encourage curiosity in children. And if children have any questions, we should respond positively, so that they get convinced. Again, if children have some more questions, then again we have to respond. So this is children's park. Okay, so let me enjoy my movements here. My precious moments. So let me enjoy the precious moments Children are playing. Today is a Sunday. They are enjoying with children. So we must. Children are the future. The future is in the hands of children. So we must encourage children. We must encourage creativity in children. If children ask questions, we should respond positively. If they have any further questions, we must clarify their questions. We should respond with questions. Children will have so many questions. Come up to there. So I am going to just here. We'll see and come. This one, something is there. Huh? Oh, okay. So I'm going to a different place. I think some what is that, free meditation. So people are doing meditation. This is free meditation class. So here they are encouraging meditation. Meditation is the thing. Yoga, meditation are very important. What is this? Faluna Dafa free meditation class. Good. People are encouraging meditation here. So we are very happy. I'll go and come. Sit. Okay, you sit and enjoy meditation. I'm coming. So I am going to a place for a moment, then again I will come back. So I'll go to a place and come back. Then I will share a story. So here I have seen a park where children are playing, and then there is a meditation camp going on. I think some charity or trust, they are encouraging meditation. We have to we must encourage certain activities like meditation is good. Sometimes you can go for swimming, you can go for dancing. So many things you can pursue because mental illness is a challenge globally. So we must emphasize on mental health. Just let me take a moment, then I'll walk back. So now I'll resume my walking. Just I took break for a moment, then I'll go to a place, then I'll start walking. People are enjoying a lot in USA. America is a land of opportunities. America is a land of dreams. America is a land of immigrants. America is a land of hopes and opportunities. So people in USA are very happy. Of course, they have their own challenges, but America is the #1 country in the world, and it has got lots of challenges. That's a different issue, but overall quality of life is better in USA. That's the reason why people are trying to migrate to developed countries, especially USA. Of course, everybody can't come to USA just like that. It's very difficult. uh, Faluna Dafa free meditation class. Good. Free online class. Come. So now I am rushing back. Life is changing very fast. So let me. Here people are playing. People are skating. Yeah. Okay, we will go now. Just let me see this one. So people are skating. Children are cycling. Meditation camp. So lots of things are happening here on the eve of Sunday. So now I have to rush back. Okay. So friends, as I said, somewhere something unique will happen on weekends, especially on Saturday and Sunday. So I came across a meditation camp, free meditation camp. And of course there is a park, and I view regularly. There is a lot of hectic activity Saturday and Sunday, because people come here and play. So let me walk on and rock on. Now we will go. Now straight road. Good. Now we will go straight. This is Jefferson Park. So I will briefly talk about Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. I talked about my philosophy, Seattle life. I introduced myself. Okay, let me speak chronologically. I introduced myself, then I shared a Seattle story. Then I talked briefly about my life journey. Then I talked about my philosophy. Then I talked about Mecca's method. Now I will talk about Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. So now I will briefly talk about Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. So lots of ideas pop up on my mind, and I write things. And a short pencil is better than a long memory. So I have different documents with the triggers. One is for ideas box. Then for every topic I have triggers. Then again social media documents. Then YouTube documents. Like that, multiple documents I created, and I kept them in their respective folders. Philosophy means that's one folder. Then 4 a.m. rule is one folder. Soft leadership is one folder. Then Mecca's method, that's a different folder. Like that, I have multiple folders, and I keep them in their respective folders, and each folder contains again subfolders. Like that, I organized myself. Now I will talk briefly about Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. 1 month back, I think October 31st, 2024, I started a new rule, Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. So it's more than it's a month. Because that day was my birthday. That day, Halloween day. Then again, that was Thursday. The fourth thing was that it was Diwali on that day. So because of these four unique aspects, I started Professor M.S. Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. That was the fifth thing I started. So how I got the idea for Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule is that I was in the Indian Air Force, and I used to wake up every day morning, and I used to run along with my colleagues in the Indian Air Force, and so that's how I became a morning man. And second thing was, for the last more than 40 years I've been hitting gym. That is the second aspect. Third thing is that since 2007 I have been waking up at morning 4 o'clock. That's one aspect. Then again, I basically follow three aspects, that is creating, generating and destroying. So this is one more aspect. All these things helped me to create Professor MS Rao's 4am rule, and I uploaded it on a short trailer. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. Everything starts with an idea. So I started the idea. So I'm exploring and I'm doing research. And Professor MS Rao's 4am rule is I wake up every day morning and I create my own content. I read a lot, and throughout the day I generate content. I create knowledge by connecting the dots. I have 43 years of diversified experience, and I am 61 years old. That means I have 61 years of observation. Then I integrate it. Then I generate the things. I generate knowledge and I share my knowledge. Then at the night, at the end of the day, I destroy unwanted folders and documents, and I prepare a to-do list at the end of the day, and next day morning I wake up. So that's how I started Professor MS Rao's 4am rule. That I will explain to you clearly. So I wake up in the morning 4 o'clock religiously, and I do my routine things, and then I create knowledge. Second, I generate. Third, I destroy unwanted things. That means I remove the unwanted folders, delete the content unwanted. Then again, I prepare a to-do list of 2 things I have to do every day for the next day morning. So I prepare already a to-do list of 3 things I have to do, and I program my subconscious mind and with a to-do list, and next day morning I wake up. When I give my commands to my subconscious mind, so I do things of my own because I have been programmed in that manner. So I don't have to think too much about of what I have to do next day morning, because already I have planned, and I have leveraged the subconscious mind. And when you give commands to your subconscious mind, it will be more effective, because you sleep over it, next day morning get the results, and what are the problems that I have, that I will resolve them. And as I said, I undertake 3 tasks and work on 3 important tasks. Then I will troubleshoot and resolve them, and I have got results fairly good, so I am happy. And when I wake up in the morning, the entire day is under my control. I avoid distractions, and I am very much focused, and I am very consistent in my contribution, and I am very persistent of my activities, and I persist a lot. Most of the times I fail miserably, but then again I persist. So this is a lifelong my journey, because I always face obstacles in my life. Obstacles are there will be there. We can't help. It's part of life. But in my life, I have all obstacles and challenges, brain stroke, health challenges, financial problems. But I am not giving up. So I persist a lot and resolve the problems. And whatever the problems I had, I resolved them because the power of subconscious mind and by following Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule. So I implore you to go for a walking, you can go for a swimming, you can go for meditation. Just now you have seen a guy, a banner of free meditation center just some time back. So we should encourage meditation, we must encourage walking, we must encourage swimming, and you must follow your hobbies. So when you do so, you can unlock your creativity, you can unlock your potential, and you can be healthy. You can integrate your physical energies, mental challenges, physical challenges, emotional challenges, spiritual challenges. All these things you can integrate. So and you will be healthy and wealthy. So being an early bird is an advantage because the entire day is under your control, and you will be very much focused, and you can avoid distractions, and you have already programmed your subconscious mind. Next day you plan and do it. I think 2 days back I was interviewed, Nikolai Tangen interviewed Bob Iger from Disney company. He also wakes up at morning 4 o'clock. There are some leaders, they wake up at 4 o'clock. Steve Jobs wakes up, I think, quarter to 4 o'clock every day morning. So being an early bird is an advantage. But we can't force the people to wake up every day morning 4 o'clock. But if you wake up in the morning, there are innumerable advantages. And you can check for dementia, you can check decision fatigue, you can check depression. Alzheimer's is a disease people have in USA. It's a challenge, and it is related to dementia. So when you walk regularly, it's good for you. So I implore you to go for meditation, go for walking, go for swimming. And I was a gold medalist in swimming in the year 2007 in a district. So I did so many things. Of course, my health has been crippled. That's different. So I did so many things. And when you walk, the advantage is that you don't need to do anything. You don't need any equipment. You can walk. When you walk, you get energized. You build your energy levels. So you should go for a walk. That's one thing. Second thing, you can go for swimming. Swimming means you are floating on the water. So you can. It's a full body workout. So after the brain stroke also, I went for swimming and I swam for 3 months during the summer season to overcome my brain stroke. But not 100% I was successful, but fairly I got results. Okay. Then you can go for meditation. You can have a mat, sit in a silent place, enjoy the solitude, and sit in a quiet place and meditate. So remove all the negative thoughts and focus on positive things, spread positivity, spread joy. So you can do these things. And when you follow Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule, you can achieve productivity and performance. You engage everything, and you can unlock your potential, and you can unlock your creativity. So lots of advantages. Still I am doing research on Professor M.S. Rao's 4M rule, and let me share with you one more thing. I was interviewed by various journals and magazines, and I published 300 research papers and more than 1,000 articles, and I still serve on the editorial board of DLO of Emerald and JVPL. So I was interviewed by various journals and magazines 6 years back, I believe. My routine was an online site interviewed me. I think then and it appears when you Google my morning routine, Professor M.S. Rao, you will get on the first page. So whatever the things I do, all are related to life, leadership, mindfulness, and so like this I started doing. So I am integrating all these things, all aspects, and I want to create my own philosophy, which I started that trigger and initiated 1 week ago. So wake up in the morning. Then again, here is a caution. There are people, they work in different time zones, they have different circadian clock. Some people work in different sectors. Some people are night owls. We can't force them, but again, you can revert to morning routine. That means you can revert to Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule, and you will get lots of advantages being an early bird, and you will be mindful. Just a moment. I crossed. I'll wait for my wife. This is Seattle supermarket. So now we are returning. I think it will take 10 minutes to return, and we enjoyed the walk. And today is Sunday, and I have seen people enjoying their lives, especially children playing with kids. So I have come across meditation camp. So many things. So when you go to different places, you get different vibes. You tend to think different, and you add value and impact. So be the message from Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule is to be a morning man, and being a morning person, be an early bird. Early bird catches the worm. I don't know exactly the statement. So be an early bird and unlock your creativity and potential. So I talked about Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. I talked about Mecca's method. That is a teaching and training method. Then I talked about my philosophy. Then I talked briefly about my life and leadership. I talked about Seattle story. So many things. Now I am reaching my home. It takes 10 minutes, so I'll briefly talk about various aspects of my books. I'm a voracious reader. I read thousands of books during my lifetime, and Abraham Lincoln has been my inspiration since my childhood. I read the books of Mahatma Gandhi, and I read a lot about Martin Luther King, George Washington, Barack Obama, Aung San Suu Kyi, Mother Teresa, His Holiness Dalai Lama. These things I mentioned directly or indirectly on my 50 books. So I'm a product of my own ideas, ideologies and philosophies. So that's why I'm sharing with you, and sharing is caring. So one more idea I have got it. Sharing is caring. So that means when I am sharing means you are caring. So I am sharing my knowledge, and you don't have to take whatever I say, whatever you feel appropriate, whatever is relevant in the prevailing context, you must take and apply and enjoy. So I don't force anyone, and it's not good. Everyone has their own life, so everyone have their own insights, and people criticize. So many things they do it, but criticism is good. There is nothing wrong with criticism, and because when someone criticizes, you have to learn and move on. If someone hits below the belt, you should just ignore. So we are talking about constructive criticism. That's what I am emphasizing. So criticism is good. Okay. So I published books. I read. I often talked about books of Mahatma Gandhi. I read thousands of books in my lifetime. I read 2 books are very close to my heart. They are Man's Search for Meaning and Art of the War. Art of the War by Sanju, military strategist, and Man's Search for Meaning, written by Viktor Frankl, who was a Nazi survivor. He was a survivor of Nazi camp, and he wrote a book. These 2 books, Sanju's Art of War and Viktor Frankl's book Man's Search for Meaning, are really great books. They are very close to my heart. I read so many books of Mahatma Gandhi. I read Mahatma Gandhi's My Experiments with the Truth. Then I read about Discovery of India by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. I read books of Swami Vivekananda, all books, volumes, and one of the books titled Student Leaders, that I have dedicated to Swami Vivekananda on the eve of 150th birth anniversary. So like that, I keep dedicating my books to various people, various leaders. So I'm a voracious reader. I have thirst for knowledge. I'm very open, and I talk to people so that I learn from them. I integrate my learning, and then again I share with the students or with the world. And I have 4 blogs. So I have been blogging since 2007, and acquire knowledge and share my knowledge. And I have 3 YouTube channels, and these YouTube channels are there. One is that has reached more than 1,000 subscribers, and the intent, this is not to monetize, but to record my ideas, insights, and keep them as memories. So I want to leave a legacy for the next generation of people. So my legacy is my years of contribution and impacting the world and leaving a legacy for the next generation of people. That's what my legacy, and that's what I am doing. And I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Who knows, if some of my ideas are appreciated, So I feel very happy, and I feel honored, and I can live my I can live my legacy for the next generation of leaders. So precisely build next generation of leaders. So I emphasize on storytelling, emotions, and so I do lots of activities randomly. I don't have any coach. I don't have a coach, and nobody is funded for my education. Nobody gave me money for education. Everything is my own money, and even government of India has not funded, and I don't get any sponsorship. Everything is my own learning, my own money, and all these things I am doing within the limited budget. And so don't complain, don't condemn, and don't criticize. Be empathetic. So I would like to share with you a quote. Soft leadership is not about complaining, it's not about criticizing, it's not about whining, it's not about condemning. Soft leadership is all about adding value, making a difference in the lives of others. Soft leadership is all about empathizing with others, adding value, and making a difference in the lives of others. That is soft leadership. So now I have reached my home, and I will leave a couple of messages, and I will upload this video immediately. So I think it may take 2 hours. So I'll leave some messages. Embrace change, embrace failures, embrace technology, lead from the front, add value and impact, enjoy every moment of your life. Life is beautiful, life is amazing, life is all about opportunities, life is credible. Be positive, never give up. Everything happens for a reason. Life is full about opportunity. Life is all about opportunities. And now I want to. It's very cold. I think next week onwards I may not be able to go for a walk, because it's weather is pleasant, but it's very cold. It's getting colder day by day. So accordingly, I have to change my plans, and I have to design my strategies. And just let me see my own face. So I pressed the button of my smartphone. So friends, life is beautiful, life is a miracle, life is incredible, life is amazing, life is all about possibilities. Enjoy the journey, and don't think too much about the unpleasant past, which will never come back. Don't think too much about the future that can't be predicted. Learn to live in the present, and have a right attitude, positive attitude, strong attitude. And it's very painful and stressful, and I'm signing off. So I express my gratitude, emphasize empathy, emphasize humanity, emphasize compassion, be authentic, and keep moving with gratitude.